Do you have a project that you keep putting off? Something that you used to be super excited about, but now when you think about it, it just feels heavy? Here's what I've learned after reading more than 300 self-help books. Most people don't fail at reaching their goals because they can't do the work. They fail because once the excitement wears off, the goal starts to feel intimidating. And before you know it, a week passes, a month, a year, sometimes many years, and that goal just kind of sits there. And whenever you try to come back to it, it feels so much more daunting than it actually is. If you can relate to that, I made something just for you. It's called the Finally Finished Journal, and it's a journal that will help you finally finish that project you keep putting off. It's a system that keeps your goals at the front of your attention, then helps you break it down into small, doable steps, prioritize them in the most strategic order, and carve out a short amount of time each day to take 1 to 3 small actions towards reaching your goal. That's it. Oh, you also get to give yourself a gold star every time you complete a task, for that little boost of dopamine. Why only 1 to 3 tasks? Well, if you were only to do 2 tasks a day for 90 days, that would be 180 tasks finished, which is probably way more progress than you've made in the past few years just thinking about it. So does this actually work? In a matter of months, our beta testers who used it were able to complete projects they had been putting off for years, including finish writing their books, rebuilding relationships, finally taking that trip, and one of them even landed her first directing gig for her first movie. Want to get started? Well, if you stay till the end of this video, I will show you how to use the system completely for free. Here's a quick overview of how the journal is laid out. Part 1 helps you get the big picture of your life vision, your strengths, your values, an overview of your goals, and helps you pick the main goal that you want to focus on while using this journal. Part 2 helps you add more specifics to your goal, understand why it's important to you, and prepare for the obstacles along the way. Then it helps you break down your goal into smaller tasks and prioritize those tasks strategically. Part 3 is the bulk of the journal. It's 3 months of daily layouts, which will structure your daily work sessions, helping you define 1 to 3 tasks that will help you reach your goal. This part also includes weekly check-ins and mini self-help and productivity lessons. Last but not least, there are dot grid pages in the back, along with a fabric pocket for you to store whatever you need, and also your gold star stickers. You don't have to do all the exercises before you start. You can do them at the very beginning, or you can do them as you go. None of them are strictly required for you to take action on your goal today. And if you already know what your boss goal is and want to get started, you can just skip ahead to the second part. Do you struggle with imagining what you want in your future? Well, this is the exercise for you. It's a short, fill-in-the-blank letter, kind of like Mad Libs, written from the perspective of your future self, who already has everything you want. It's like a little paper time machine. Simply fill in the blanks with what feels true for you. And by the end of it, you'll have a letter to read to yourself to tap into that future version of yourself. Write as if it's already true. Why is this important? Well, when you're stressed and overwhelmed, and when you're exploring the unknown to reach your goals, your brain focuses on what could go wrong and how to survive. This flips that and helps you focus on how it would feel like to thrive, how it would feel like if things went right. It is broken down into 4 parts: health, wealth, relationships, and purpose. For me, it has become a really useful thing to read on days when I don't feel like showing up, because it helps me remember my vivid vision of my why, and it helps me overcome the initial fear to help me get back on track. Next is your planner profile. There are 3 columns: your strengths, your values, and your life activities. The things that fill your cup. They make you feel like yourself. It's not about productivity or output, just things that genuinely bring you joy. You'll go through each column and rate each of them 1 to 5. 1 being, doesn't matter to me, 5 meaning it means a lot to you. Star your top 3 in each column and scroll the 1 thing you want to do more of. That's it. It's a simple reflection of what you're naturally good at, what matters to you, and what activities you actually want to prioritize in your life. The last column also becomes your live activity menu. After a work session, instead of defaulting to whatever's easiest when you're tired, you already have a list of things that actually recharge you. Do you know what your goals actually are? Not what your mom or dad or your pastor or your teacher taught you, but goals that actually matter to you? Have you ever taken the time to ask yourself, what are the goals that I want to hit in my lifetime? If so, the life map is a great exercise to define goals that matter to you and only you across the 4 areas of life: health, wealth, relationships, and purpose. There are sections in each category to help you get your wheels turning. Use them as inspiration, cross out anything that doesn't work for you, and add your own. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Write down any goal that comes to mind. Just dump them. Don't filter, don't judge, don't feel the pressure to justify what you want. And when you're done, you'll have a map of the goals that matter to you. Now you choose 1 goal, just 1. Why 1? Because when most people start a goal-setting journey, they get really ambitious and really excited. and they try to do way too many things at once, they get overwhelmed and burnt out. Or they have a high and they compare that consistency in the beginning to something that they can't really maintain later, and they feel like a failure. I don't want that for you. And that's why one goal, because if you could keep it sustainable and you keep seeing progress, you'll keep showing up. Or you can be stubborn and learn the hard way. That's okay, I did it myself, so knock yourself out. Anything that I teach you in this video really is up to you. So keep what resonates and throw away the rest. I give you two options: easy mode, where you pick the goal that you're most excited about, or challenge mode, where you pick the goal that would have the most positive impact in your life right now. The goal isn't to pick perfectly, it's to pick something that you're willing to show up for. Because confidence isn't built in your head, it's built by taking action and seeing progress. My motto is, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to start. And once you start, that fear starts to melt away on its own. Next is the Boss Goal cheat sheet that will help you understand your why, how you can leverage your strengths, and prepare game plans for when things inevitably don't go to plan. Again, it's fill in the blank, so there's no guesswork. First, define the finish line. I know I have one when blank. Be specific. Vague goals are hard to work towards because it's harder to tell when you're making progress. And when you see progress, you are way less likely to quit. Second, you define your why. Why does this goal actually matter to you? Write it down, because there will be hard days, and on those days, the why is going to help you get back on track. Third, who are you becoming? Next, break it down to milestones. Sometimes goals can take years, so it's important to give yourself milestones along the way. What do you want to accomplish in 30 days, 60, 90? These checkpoints help your brain feel a sense of progress along the way, not just at the very end. Seeing progress is powerful because it helps you boost your momentum, especially when things get hard. This page takes maybe 15 minutes, and these 15 minutes can save you days, even months from being stuck. If you complete your boss goal and need another one of these sheets, or any of the other exercises that I explained in this video, I will put a link in the description for you to download and print them for free. So you have your boss goal, but you're not exactly sure what you need to work on today. These next two exercises will help you find the answer. The task dump is simple. Write down every single step that you can think of that's part of reaching your goal. Big ones, small ones, scary ones, obvious ones. Get it all out of your head. And if you don't know exactly how to start, feel free to use the internet or refer to books of people who have already reached a goal or something similar. Next, we are going to order these tasks to ensure we are going about our goal as strategically as possible. This is through the Boss Goal Task Matrix. For each task, ask yourself these two questions. How much effort will it take, and how much impact would it have? Then, put them in the corresponding space. These tasks you do first. Not all tasks are created equal. These are easy wins that make a big difference. Start here. Seeing progress early is what builds momentum, and when you have momentum, you are way less likely to second guess yourself and in turn take decisive action. These you do second, high effort and high impact. The harder work that will still make a big impact. These you do third, low effort and low impact. These are small tasks. They're good for low energy days or when you think that you need a quick win to get started. And these last ones are high effort and low impact. These drain you without giving much back. Just skip them. And once this is done, planning each day becomes a lot easier because you already know what to do next. Next is the most important layout in the whole journal. It's called the Daily Adventure. It's your daily layout that you'll use every single day. Write your boss goal at the top, just as a daily reminder of your goal. Then write what you want to accomplish by the end of this month. So if it's May, then this is the part of your goal that you feel like you could accomplish before the end of May. This helps take any goal, no matter how big, and makes it feel finishable for this month. Then you're going to write 3 boss tasks. These are 3 things to do today to help you make forward progress on your goal. Aim for these tasks to take about 30 minutes each. If something feels too big, split it in smaller parts. Example, 30 minutes for part 1, 30 minutes for part 2. You get 2 things to cross off. Crossing things off matters. It's proof for your brain that you're making progress. Pro tip, do you ever have a goal that you feel like you can never finish? You can overcome this challenge by making each task have a clear ending, so you know exactly when you're done and when you can celebrate. You can do this by simply adding a number to make it measurable. For example, if you want to run more, you might want to write run 3 times a week for 30 minutes. If your task is to write, maybe it's write 300 words. Next is your tiny task. A tiny task is something that takes 2 minutes or less. Its only job is to help you get started. Here's the thing, the hardest part of working on anything isn't the work itself. It's the moment right before you begin. It's the wall of resistance, the doubt, the second guessing. A tiny task makes that wall so small that you can just step over it. and let that action cure the fear. Here's my personal example. On my hardest days, I sometimes can't bring myself to take a shower. So I made a rule. I don't have to take a shower. I just have to turn on the water. And as someone raised in an immigrant household, wasting water is a big no-no. So guess what? I get in every single time. Another thing I tell myself is to just show up for 2 minutes. And if you still don't want to do it after that, you can stop. And almost every time, once I'm in it, it's easier for me to keep going than I thought it would be. So if you want to write something, open the document and type one sentence. If you want to work out, put on your shoes. Next is game time. This is where you time block your deep work session. Anywhere from 30 minutes to 3 hours, whatever your life actually can allow for today. I call it game time because like an athlete, this is your time to show up for your goal and focus and give it your best effort. Try to not check your phone, try to not multitask, and for that window of time, just show up and focus on your goal. So clear your desk, silence your phone, block out that time, and for that session, moving forward is the only priority. Now, things are gonna come up. A thought, an errand, something you remember you need to do, that's okay. That's what the sections on the right side are for. You can jot things down that you actually did during your game time that weren't really related to your boss goal and cross them off. It will give yourself a little boost of dopamine because you still completed something. And other tasks that come up that you don't want to focus during your game time, you can just park it here under your other task log. Your brain will know it's safe there, so you can let it go. Deal with it after game time, and then get back to your boss goals. Save point is your end of session wind down. There are a few things to do here. First, you write down one alive activity, something you're actually looking forward to today. Then you can jot down one good thing that happened. It doesn't have to be big. Then you prep for tomorrow. Tidy your workspace, fill out tomorrow's boss plan, and write down one small shift you can make tomorrow a little easier. Maybe you set out your water bottle the night before, maybe put your phone in another room during your work session. These small things add up. Last, you circle your mood and rate your session from 1 to 10. At the end of each week, there's a weekly checkpoint for you to check in with your progress. What's my biggest win? What am I most proud of? What is one thing I do differently? What am I extra grateful for? And most importantly, what is the one thing that if I get done would make next week a win? That answer becomes one of your boss tasks for next week. Every week, there's also a short lesson called a Power Up. Each one takes 5 minutes to read and fill out. They are some of the best lessons I've learned from reading more than 300 self-help books over the past 15 years. Topics like how to remove distractions, how to shift your self-talk, and how to actually celebrate wins so they stick. I told you at the beginning of this video, if you stayed to the end, I'd show you how to use it for free. You can download the sample PDF at passionplanner.com or just go to the link in the description, print it at home, and start today. The intro exercises and the daily layout are all available for you for free. Because our goal at Passion Planner has always been to help as many people as possible reach their goals. Honestly, I almost didn't finish launching this product. I got into my own head and I started wondering, are people actually gonna like it? Are people gonna use it? And the beta testers started telling me about the goals that they reached, the books that they finished, the trips that they were taking, and the jobs that they were booking. And they helped me remember my why. I just wanna help people reach their goals. And I wanna create tools that are accessible to anyone. Things that probably would have never existed start to exist because people were using this journal. And they were getting real results. And that was so cool. I realized that this is the first edition of this journal, and it's not perfect. And it didn't need to be, it just needed to exist. Same goes for your goal. You're not gonna get to expert level on your first try. Just have the courage to keep showing up, put in consistent effort, and I know you're gonna get there. So pick it, write it down, do one thing today. Inevitably, you're gonna fall off the horse. Things are gonna get difficult, and this journal is going to gently remind you that you can do it and you can get back on. And when you finally finish your project, come tell me. I mean it. I'd love to know. You can do it. I believe in you. The Passion Planner team believes in you. And we cannot wait to see what you finally finish.